Oh, Genshin Impact, yeah, guys. So yeah, we're gonna hang out with Heizou this episode, bro. So yeah, can't wait to do this shit. Oh, it's the Luke. So yeah, that's because it's the Luke's birthday. So yeah, that's why we got that shit.
The traveler is also available. What am I supposed to do?
Well, that's your problem. It was your choice to get into this mess. Oh, but fortunately for you, it appears your savior has just arrived.
Ah, traveler. Great, you made it.
Don't worry, I'm available.
Well, it's not like you ever really busy to begin with.
Songo, compared to the traveler, you're the one who has too much free time.
No, I'm very busy. I'm busy staying here. I have to stand here all day.
Even if it's a commission you're unwilling to take, it's deeply just pathetic.
Mention you're unwilling to take.
Yes, that's why I've asked you to come over. Allow me to explain. A key member of the Tenryo Commission has recently gone missing. No one has seen them, and their whereabouts are currently unknown.
Alright.
The Tenryo Commission has entrusted us to find this person discreetly, because it would be a hassle for them to look for this person openly for a variety of reasons. Their name is...
Kudasara. That's right. Your general has gone missing.
Huh?
If the general was really missing, the Tenryo Commission would put Inazuma on its head by now. And do you think they would only commission us in a case like that? Please ignore Sango's nonsense, traveler. In fact, the missing person's name is Hikanori Heizou.
Oh, his name's Heizou.
Although his rank is merely a Goshin, he is quite competent and held in high regard by the police station.
Do they think he's more competent than me?
We get that you don't want to help Sango, but could you at least try not to make things more difficult here? Sorry, traveler. Even though I accepted the commission, as you can see, Sango's less than thrilled to be involved in it.
Because the pay is too low?
Nope. And not even close. If you really want to know why, it's because I absolutely refuse to deal with that brat nonsense. The only news that could make you happy if Hikanori has gone missing would be Hikanori has been missing for 100 years.
Damn.
Needless to say, Sango and Heizou have a bit of a history.
I see what you mean. They're competitors.
Well, it's a little more serious than that. According to Sango, Heizou was an obstacle in our path to the Temple of Truth.
Like a yappy dog that is constantly in the way.
Even though Heizou has a unique personality, he's actually a nice guy. Really, I've learned a lot from him. So I can't just ignore this case, even if Sango is the truth. At the very least, I could entrust the commission to someone capable and trustworthy, like you, traveler.
I see that you're outsourcing it to me.
Huh? No, it's not like that. Listen, I'll pay the entire amount originally promised by the Tenryo Commission, and I'll even personally throw in some additional funds. I'm really hoping you can take this commission, traveler. If Heizou truly is in danger, I know he'll be safer with you by his side.
Are you close to him?
Actually, we get along great. But Sango has always asked me to keep my distance and not to act like I know him in public settings. So, when people ask, I usually just say I've met Hikanori a few times. If it hadn't been for today's incident, well, let's not get into that. Anyway, could you please help look for him?
Understood. I'll head there immediately.
Well, that's about all I have to tell you. Oh, please take this commission letter from the police station. If you find Heizou, return there and report back to them.
What did they got to say?
There's no time to delay, traveler. Oh, I sure hope Heizou isn't in any danger.
Tell me more about him.
Oh, Heizou's quite a lively fella. He's super talkative, active, and energetic, and he's always on the move. Sango always compares him to a buzzing housefly, which I guess must be because he can accurately sniff out every bad apple in pie. In which case, Heizou isn't just an ordinary housefly, he's like the ace of flies. Even with his nose plugged, eyes blindfolded, and ears covered, Heizou could still pinpoint the bad apples. His skills are amazing. It's almost as if he relies on something other than just his five senses. You know, like a sixth sense. Or maybe pure intuition. Or he has divine favor. It's gotta be something like that.
I see what you're getting at, but I think that's enough of the fly metaphor for now.
Sango always says I make a fool of myself when I talk. I guess he's right.
Well, watch the Kumi Island. Oh damn, that's far. Who is this? Let's ask Shibata.
Oh, it's you. The captain of Short 6. My name is Shibata. I'm in charge of the watch here. May I inquire as to what the captain needs?
I'm here for information about a specific individual. You tell Shibata about the Wizard of Light, Heizou.
Yes, I'm familiar with the detective. He's patrol around the area.
Alright.
Her Excellency had assigned me to keep a close eye on him at the time, fearing maybe he'd do something unpleasant. But I eventually realized that he acted more like he was on a trip or something. Come to think of it, I believe he was recently spotted in the area east of the Sangolinian shrine. Please feel free to go there and take a look for yourself.
You look at the dance sign. So yeah. He's probably there. Enemies, I knew it.
Come on, you guys. I'm nothing but a poor tourist with empty pockets. Please, you just let me go.
Oh, he's trapped. I hate when people act tough, but then they run like cowards, bro. Like if you're really tough, then you'll fight to the very end, even if you lost. But yeah.
Well, look at it. I was wondering if you'd be valiant enough to wipe the floor with you shine so easily. Turns out it's the sea was fabulous. Really, I can't thank you enough.
Have you met?
Of course I was aware of you long before you arrived in Inaguna. So the doctor you decreed we managed to keep you locked up, but wasn't able to stop the incredible stories about. Every day, all of those little stories would come streaming over to my desk, like fire to little kids. I was actually thinking about going to meet you once I wrapped this business in. Who would have guessed the future first? I got so excited I nearly stopped to introduce myself. The name's Heizou, special detective of the Henry Recognition.
Alright.
It's a pleasure to meet you, John.
What up,
I
Heizou?
wish you all the best on your journey through Sudan. Bye-bye.
I've been commissioned to come find you.
Huh. I guess that means I've taken over as the main character in this story today. I've always enjoyed that you take commissions from all kinds of people.
This episode, yeah.
With everything you can imagine. So now it's my turn to take your head, son. Don't mind if I do.
Aren't you curious about whose commission it is?
That was already obvious to me. It's no coincidence that you've arrived here. Because that would be the stuff of an epic novel. The two protagonists of the story both travel to Washington Island by train and cross paths like a cycle. The traveler from afar heroically rescues the weak and defenseless detective from the clutches of the ruthless Noguchi. Traveler, you are something. Unfortunately, then, I don't believe in coincidences. So, guessing you came to me on the police station soon, didn't you?
How did you know that?
I'm not a detective. Can you just give it away?
How did you deduce it from what I said?
Sounds like you already have some ideas about the work of a detective. Let me ask you, what's that your little scientific folder? If I'm not mistaken, it's a commission letter from the police station.
You know, you little psychic hate sweet gifts. Yeah. Oh, honestly, this is the first time I've seen Paimon involved in any of the hangout events. But yeah, because usually when it comes to hangout events, Paimon usually does not get involved at all. So yeah. As if she's not there. So yeah. I'm actually shocked that your ass is in this hangout event, Paimon. Considering that up until this point you never appeared in the hangout event. So yeah. At least usually you get some time away from you at least. I'm not staring, I'm just taking a look.
Yeah, I'm also just taking a look. Oh, come on. Don't be like that. After all, this is the first time I've seen a boy. I must admit, I'm usually pretty. A vision is an external magical focus, right? Well, similarly, a voice is an external response. I heard that the traveler isn't very talkative, but given how chatty you are, you must be your voice, right?
She admit. Oh my God, she admitted that she's emergency food. Oh my God, she just admitted, bro, that she's emergency food, bro. Like for real. And also, you saying you're not somebody's voice, then how come during the whole game, during most of the game, you speak on the behalf of the traveler? Why do you speak on the behalf of the traveler for most of the game? Like that ass, but yeah. Even though the traveler could speak herself. Well, you just admit that you was emergency food, so yeah.
says they don't want to be a voice. You sure do talk a lot.
For real. Yes, I also like to know what you're doing here at the Heizou.
Well, let me think for a moment. Yeah, all this started a long time ago. Young wolf. We just got the youth who was head of Colonial Commission at the time. I specifically asked me to investigate the military capabilities of Company Unit. But I had already grown tired of the guy for a while. So I simply treated the trip as a case by case. I heard that Mark Hopkins finally is really beautiful. Well, for the mission, I thought I'd just come up with some random excuses or whatever when I reported back. But guess what? The first night I arrived on Mark Hopkins Island, I had a dream.
What
The
dream?
dream contained only one message, an echo resounding from the depths of the earth, ringing in my ears, saying,
Saying, oh damn.
if you have to guess, something vital has gone missing on this island. Has something evacuated into plain air.
Like emergency food?
Oh, food, huh? How about you, Sandra? What do you think of me?
This thing, maybe it was a dream, probably.
No, I thought so too. But after that, I had the same dream over and over again. Interestingly, I didn't have the same dream again after I left it. So I began the morning sleep. What was really just some random dream? Some people believe that dreams represent the divine helping hand. I suppose it's understandable.
Yeah, and I really have to be careful with I have to be careful with the hearts that I have for the hangout events because I keep forgetting that I have the hearts thing for the hangout events. If I choose like a wrong choice, then I lose a heart. The hangout event ends if if we either complete a route or if we lose all our hearts. So yeah.
However, if you ask me, dreams have nothing to do with the gods. Instead, they are flashes of intuition. It was my intuition telling me that there was something important about this island that... Oh, so I decided to accept this little commission from my intuition and investigate to see if I could come up with any compelling findings. Unfortunately, the investigation has had little progress up to this point.
Does it have anything to do with these nobilities?
I thought there was something peculiar about them, so I pretended to get captured to see if there were any leads that would surface. And that's an incorrect.
I'm sorry for interfering with your plans.
Now, don't worry about it. You guys were just a bunch of small fry. Besides, your arrival is much more technical. I have a feeling you can help us understand this much too. So how would you like to partner up on this? We can work together to solve the mystery.
But I have a commission to fulfill, so I have to bring you back first.
Yes, of course, I understand. But let me ask one more question. Did the police station say they are looking for me because of something important?
No, you did.
Well, then it's probably nothing major. Most likely they're short on staff or something petty like that. And I want them to remember they're model employees. So this one here, I would just solve this puzzle together. Once everything is settled, I'll gladly accompany you back to the police station. Or anywhere else you'd like to go. What do you think?
Okay, I'm curious about the sequence to such an investigation.
It's a deal then, partner. So,
Oh, I got a heart
let's get
back.
started, shall we? First, we can pitch the camp for the food.
Right. Oh, and there he is.
So, have you found anything?
I found a bunch of tomorrow and toggle
Yes,
pearls.
I found pretty much the same. And there really are a lot.
I think those super expensive. Oh, these must be the valuable things that was missing from the island. That's it. Then the Bluesy must have stored them all.
I don't know if I'd go that far. In a Bluesy would be very hard pressed to find any opportunities to get their hands on commodities like these.
Huh? What do you mean? Did the Bluesy gather all this themselves?
No, that's unlikely. Crystal marrow is a rare material for crafting weapons, and Songo pearls are an even more precious commodity. Here's what I think. Due to Wakatsumi's poor soil, the island's economy is quite fragile and heavily reliant on the trade of these special resources. So, it's absolutely vital that they keep them under lock and key and well out of the Nobushi reach. Which means they got lucky with a huge batch like this. My guess is they ambushed the caravan. If we go after on the Saganami and Farm, we can find out if there have been any recent instances of caravans being sunk.
I know someone that's trying to follow me.
Perfect. I knew you'd be a huge help.
Well, Dad, the traveler is planning to wonder after all.
Good, fine.
Captain, as you found the detective. Wakatsumi Island sure is a beautiful place. I don't think I could ever leave. You can stay as long as you like, granted you don't cause any trouble, that is. For Excellency has stated that all friendly visitors are welcome.
I'd like to know whether any merchants or caravans have recently reported the incident of stolen goods.
Incidents of stolen goods? Not that I'm aware of. Her Excellency has recently launched several measures to boost the economy, including the development of trade routes and establishing our own caravans. Troops have also been deployed to protect them, so it is only reasonable to assume that the current trade routes have already been repaid. Any looting or theft would be practically unthinkable. And where did the Nobushi get that good stuff? Huh? You mean you found goods with unknown origin?
What? And it's all Songo pearls and crystal mirror. So we know it's broken.
Is there a risk in excess that hasn't been reported? That should be the case. Well, perhaps you could go ask Todoroki. He's responsible for the caravans, and he's usually in the village at night preparing the goods. If something has happened, he should know about it. Great. Thank you for all the info. Let's go. Hey, traveler! It's been a while.
Oh, girl.
Why didn't you inform me that you'd be coming over today? Ah, General Goro. You're dismissed, you look up. When you go about your other duties while I catch up with the traveler. Yes, General Goro. I overheard you discussing a case of stolen goods. Is that right?
That's right. We found a lot of Wakatsumi's valuable products in the Bluesy camp.
Give the item you found in the Bushi camp to Goro.
See. So you come to ask if we know of any relevant cases. Well, I'm ashamed to say that, yes, the caravans have been plundered. Not just once, I'm afraid. We have already dispatched additional forces to protect the caravan, but the crooks still managed to get away with the goods. And this in turn got us this kind of news to get out, and we undermined the confidence of other caravans. So we didn't make it public, and instead kept the news to only a select few. Oh, that's correct. I never expected you to be so concerned about Wakatsumi's affairs. Detective Heizou. And just before the past, really. As a detective, I noticed you everything.
Oh, so
Right.
you two already know each other?
Actually, I've only heard of Detective Heizou from his soldiers' reports. We've never met in person. You're right. Now you mention it, I've been on Warthog City Island all this time and still haven't properly introduced myself. Right. Please forgive me. It's a pleasure to meet you, General Goro. I'm Sukanoi Heizou of the Tenerife Commission. Yes, it's a pleasure to meet you too. I'd like to express my gratitude to you for stepping in and helping recover those goods. Ah, don't mention it. You never know what you'll find when you're out for a stroll.
Alright.
But if the source of the problem is not addressed, I'm afraid this sort of situation will continue cropping up for you. Yes, of course. Not only have we reassured the affected caravan, but we also dispatched personnel to investigate the culprit.
Alright.
The report indicated that the stolen goods were being delivered to a merchant of the International Trade Association named Heizou. That seems pretty unusual. We suspect that there are bigger players behind Heizou, and that their target is none other than Wakasumi Island's valuable resources. But unfortunately, it would be difficult for us to investigate further, given that Heizou, the island where the International Trade Association is located, is not part of your territory yet. Yeah, not going to be a base of operations. I guess we can check on quickly, Detective Heizou. It's my guess that you're telling us this because you're trying to ask us to assist you in finding who's behind all this, but you're always thinking one step ahead. Yes, those were exactly my intentions. And of course, we will prepare a generous reward for you. The recent end of the war, trade and commerce have now become an important component of Wakasumi Island's development. Ensuring safety of the trade routes is critical, and we can't afford any further incidents. So, will you please help Wakasumi Island, Detective Heizou? I'm willing to assist, but it all depends on what she wishes.
As Captain Fortress 2, I'm going to do Wakasumi.
Great! With both Detective Heizou and the Traveler on the case, I'm sure it'll be solved in no time. The situation is now in your capable hands. I look forward to hearing your report when you get back. All right, we'll take care of it. So, let's get a step foot ahead from here. Exercise caution when traveling to Heizou. If you come across any unexpected dangers, retreat first. Safety is the priority. You must approach this issue with a long-term strategy in mind.
Or nearby location for cases. 13.
Detective, even Paimon has her moment. Let me ask you, do you believe in intuition?
Huh? Intuition? What is it, Tony, you think?
The intuition tells me that General Goro was lying.
You say that. Although he did seem a little on the serious side today. What is this guy?
Good people can be deceptive too. After all, everyone has their secrets.
Let me see that.
Well, in my opinion, the timing of his appearance is a little too coincidental. Bargaining soldiers have been keeping an eye on me for the entire time I've been on Warthog City Island. But I had never seen General Goro even once. But today he came out and met us, and even commissioned us to investigate a case.
Maybe that's because the traveler is here today. And Goro thinks he's not capable.
Here. Huh. The moment seems even more peculiar. If there are powerful players behind this case, and he needs to draw upon external support, then he should have taken action sooner rather than waiting until today. A more plausible explanation is that the items he discovered are linked to some unspeakable secret, and he has intervened to prevent us from digging any deeper.
Wow.
And he set up a smoke screen to make through that. Don't surmise that investigating the merchant's Heizou on retail will yield no results.
Oh, is this new? But this is not just a hat you have, right?
Actually, there is another key factor behind my reasoning. but you may not believe that. I sense something special about Goro.
Or
Yes. Whatever is missing on this island, can point it in home. It's not that simple. I can't fully explain it. It's just my intuition.
it certainly doesn't line up with the Goro I know.
Sure, I trust your judgment, but perhaps you're overlooking someone else. It's truly listening.
Alright, you convinced me that it might be some secret here. What do we do?
It's simple. We should just investigate whatever it is they're trying to hide from us. And what were we planning to do just before Goro showed up?
Oh, we have to look at the there before then. Yeah, Japanese Twitter.
Bingo. There's no time to wait. Let's go talk to this Todoroki.
Oh, I gotta wait until nighttime, though. I gotta wait until nighttime for this one, bro. Oh, damn, there's 2 shits I gotta wait, bro. Yeah. My fucking alarm, bro. We can still do Act 6 of Chapter 3 in the meantime, so yeah. So far, Chapter 3 has been the chapter with the most acts, bro. I swear, bro. So far, at least so far as I've been playing, bro, so yeah. So Fontaine's gonna be Chapter 4, and Not Long's gonna be Chapter 5, so yeah. That's what I know of at the moment, so yeah. I've been to Fontaine a couple of times, but never for a mission, bro. And now we're going there for missions. It's gonna be cool, bro. It just transitions into the night real quickly.
Wait, you're that blonde traveler who's on a journey to all corners of Tibet, right? You bet I do. I was worried I wouldn't be able to find you. I have a letter for you. It's from another outlander. He was a crafty fellow, let me tell you. Took advantage of a loophole in our mailing system by opting for guaranteed delivery, then filling in the most obscure mailing address I've ever seen.
Well, not always on the road, so yeah, it's pretty tough to get more deals than what's been happy to go to the post office back then. So, why not just get that message with you anyway?
He just wrote, next to a small, white-haired talking fairy.
What? And the address is Conrad?
Yeah, exactly, right? And if I failed to deliver the letter, I'd have been bound by regulation to compensate. Really, he got me there. I count myself very lucky that I ran into you.
Great. Well, let me see this fucking letter.
Of course, here it is. All yours.
It's been a while. Oh, I can see why they made you wait until after Chapter 3, Act 6 for Kai to hang out with him, because his involvement in this act of Chapter 3, so yeah. It's been a while. How have you been? I've heard that the two of you are traveling tomorrow and haven't been for almost on official business. Lately, I've been stopping by the Duvar Tavern for a drink or two every afternoon. If luck is on my side, this letter successfully reaches you, come to me then. catch him on Ultron. We'll see it as a fated encounter. Requested by Kaya. Yeah, I can't say I'm huge this time. Very skinny indeed. So essentially this serves as an epilogue for chapter 3, so yeah. Now we could go to fucking... Now we can see Heizou, or Heizou. Hang out, man. So yeah. Wow, by chance we got to do it again because Act 6 starts at night, bro. At night. So yeah. Act 6 of chapter 3. And that's crazy.
Todoroki, the shipment has arrived and is ready for inspection. Good, let's go. Yeah, right. You think he's fine, now he's lost him. Todoroki, the shipment has arrived and good, let's go.
That is good they can't see us, bro. Plus save them not too far away.
Your intel was spot on. When you arrived, the Nobushi were all still asleep. We captured them all, and the goods were retrieved and brought back here. Come take a look. Everything seems in order. Good work. It's nothing. Thanks to the efforts of your caravan, the price of grain in the village has decreased. I would have thought that the injuries we sustained during the war would expect a lingering effect on our bodies. Thankfully, we also brought back some life-saving medicine.
Alright.
Things are improving thanks to the help from those up top. Oh, by the way, what is the state of the village's inventory? Make sure that it's confirmed tonight. I have to leave tomorrow morning after I go to Sangonomiya Tribe to get instructions from General Goro. Don't worry. You've already prepared the list. Just follow up.
That's one bill. The handwriting has been smuggled by war stains. Again, difficult to read. Only a faint outline of the words Foreign Trade Association seen at the signature.
Now's our chance to look around and see if we can find any leads.
Wow! Thank you. Grandma was expecting to find puzzle for.
So, did you find anything?
Wow! Look at all the pieces! And gleefully too! There are also tons of other plants and flowers Grandma doesn't know yet. Ooh.
These are valuable raw ingredients for producing medicine. If these be traces to be imported from Israel, the price would be jaw-dropping. They're on certificate, meaning that they were most likely smuggled. Yes, very interesting. Now, what is my first impression for it? How are you? You find anything else?
There's a bill here that says the Foreign Trade Association.
I've never heard of such an organization in Asia. And if it's regarding foreign trade, then smuggling is an even more likely possibility. All right, in this case, I have a rough hypothesis. First, huh? Who goes there? Wait, Captain? Is that you? Oh, so it's you, Captain. You have me worried there. You almost mistook me for bandits. Captain, do you remember us? During the war, I was in the field hospital with Marcus. After they brought you to Kiev, they helped find medicine for us. Hey, come on now. The captain wouldn't forget. I gotta tell you, Captain, we all miss you. We haven't seen you ever since the end of the war. When you take us to a town here, you just assumed you were only going to see General Goro and Heston. The guys who are really hoping to see you.
That's how.
We're fine. You don't have to worry about us, Captain. No, you're not fine. Captain, you may not be aware, but Marcus was previously stated on the front line. The doctors thought that it might be a neurological condition caused by overstimulated emotions. It's pretty serious. According to the doctors, if it hadn't been for the medication he's been taking, he would have developed dementia. That was a seeming the best case scenario. You only talk. I forget why I'm saying it in the first place. It's because I heard that you got yourself killed by an arrow. I couldn't handle all the emotions. Later I found out that he'd been shot in the butt and was only a mile from me. Had an emotional breakdown for nothing.
Wow.
For nothing. I got shot not by one, but 2 arrows in a row. The first arrow was to the left, and the second arrow was also to the left.
Oh my god, you got shot in the ass, bro.
And because the arrows were poisonous, the wound still hasn't completely healed yet. I have to apply ointment every day, and I'm constantly worried it might reopen while I sleep. Look on the bright side. At least you're still alive. Yeah, I suppose you're right. But enough about us. What brings you here, Captain?
Tell me about these guys.
Oh, these guys are all the command of Nobushi and February. Todoroki was the one who provided us with the impact. He mentioned there were bandits here and there, so we went and took care of them while also confiscating the goods. By the way, Captain, you still haven't met Todoroki, have you? He's the one we're working for now. Her Excellency recently announced plans to stimulate the economy and created a caravan, with Todoroki at the helm. Yeah, he's proven to be quite capable. Even though he was just a farmer before, he's now successfully running the caravan. And his 2 sons are also our brothers in arms. Both received the Special Medal of Honor from General Goro. Quite remarkable. So, as injured veterans, we've been reassigned to Todoroki. He's the one who gives us orders and pays our salaries now. What do they call that again? It's called changing careers, dummy. Ah, right. Changing careers. Anyway, I think the whole caravan thing is wonderful. Our region wasn't very prosperous to begin with, and the land can't grow any crops. We have to pay a hefty price just to get basic food from outside. I can't even imagine trying to maintain and feed an army like we did during the war. I see. I think I understand the general situation. May I ask where the apprehended criminals are? Oh, and you are?
Oh, he's kind of on.
I see. The captain's friend. It should be okay to tell you that. We apprehended all the culprits and escorted them to a temporary location not far from here. Unfortunately, Majesty and I have other duties tonight and won't be able to take you there. Why don't you wait for a moment and I'll find someone else to show you the way.
Alright, you can try and see through. We'll find the way ourselves.
I'm pretty sure I've already got a grasp on what's going on. And now we can confirm it exactly what has damaged. Let's go. Are you still a little confused? Let me help you next again. This whole thing was actually quite similar to a case I once worked on previously. It was a case involving the trade of prohibited items, and I employed an old trick to execute the deed. The culprit would first go strolling down the street until they knocked over a projector. Forgive us, sir. We are nothing more than thieves. Hey, what do I look like? A commissioner? Does my friend here look like a commissioner to you? Officer! Officer! First, I'm going to need to ask you a few questions. Sure. Go ahead. Ask anything. Your soldier discovered many valuable goods in your tent. The goods don't appear to be from around here. So the question is, where do they come from? Oh, the goods? What? Pick them up at the beach.
Oh. Oh.
You picked them up.
Really? You picked them up?
Well, no. Be honest now. Tell me the whole story. Yes, sir. I mean, officer. We took those goods from a small merchant ship just off the beach, but we didn't exactly steal them. You see, the ship's guards all took off running the moment they saw it. They abandoned the deck, and we came and picked them up. But next thing we know, a group of soldiers arrived, and we're all apprehended. Talk about that, what? We even had a chance to stab who we even took before we got caught. You say that the merchant ship's guards fled without putting up a fight. Huh. You expect me to believe that?
Yeah, bullshit.
We didn't have a test this time. I'm not bragging or anything, but our boss is very intimidating. With massive muscle and strength, he can scare anyone.
Really? That's hard to believe of it.
No, you gotta believe me. Just the other day, we scared off an entire squad of soldiers. When they noticed us, they went running and dropped their guns. I swear. I still remember seeing tons of Stongo pearls and crystal marrow in that look. Oh, nice and shiny too. Oh. Unfortunately, a bunch of pirates came later and snatched their goods. It just happened that our boss had diarrhea that day. Couldn't hold on the fire. Wait a sec. Yep, no doubt about it. They came on a massive ship, and their captain was there. We had no idea how powerful she was.
Really, with our patch. Beidou. Without doubt. Beidou.
It was like, boom, boom, bang. We had 3 hits before tonight. But,
But we made it with a nice hat.
does this description remind you of someone, Paimon?
Yes, it does. That's Beidou. That he just described.
Okay. And how about you? Really? Okay, I'll take that as a no. Yeah. It appears that the situation is just as I suspected. Todoroki is striking a shady deal with a group of pirates, while General Goro appears to be assisting with cover. Todoroki said that he'd be going to Sanganamia early tomorrow morning to get Goro's instructions before the caravan leaves. Tomorrow morning will be our moment to confront us.
Alright.
My final question will be answered in time.
Your final
The
question.
question, what important thing is island is missing? I can feel some connections to questioning Goro, Todoroki, and even Takuya and the Sun. Hopefully, we'll finally have an answer tomorrow. I'll see your dog in a minute tomorrow morning.
Oh wait till the next day. Let me see something, bro. Wow, this Heizou. Wow, this Heizou one takes long. Alright, we're good. Wait. Alright, we're good. So, yeah, just making sure. Yeah, this one we have to wait until following morning in game, so yeah. But right now, let's see Ayato's mission, so yeah. Oh, one of them I just went past.
People from the Emerald Commission are saying now.
I guess they're here to pick up Lady Zaraki. But why would it be taking so long?
I heard that the Conda Commission suddenly said they don't want Lady Zaraki to leave. To be honest, I'd be hesitant if I were her. Perhaps this guy comes to Lisa? Who knows what they could be planning? Oh, my. Sorry. How do you think?
Pretty hesitant.
How much longer does the Master try to hold them off? I have no idea. We're stuck in limbo here. Master's been getting on edge this past few days. He gets irate over the smallest things, and is suspicious of everything. He's been yelling at me a lot. I understand that he's anxious. But I mean, what can he do? I've told him before, never cross the gut for a commissioner. Yeah, good advice. With him, you just know that whatever you're doing, a lot of preparation has got to do. If Lady Robbie is really taken away, then what will the Tenyo Commission do? And what will the Yashiro Commission do? Maybe we should tell Master to discuss things with Lady Robbie.
Damn, they're pretty hesitant with this whole wedding thing, so yeah.
Hello, how may I help?
What are you doing?
We arrived to the seat of Italy as for Lady Robbie to begin the city. Sir Kujo Kamaki gave a very strict order, so we have to obey. But every time we attempt to receive the bride, the Shiraji clan always finds an excuse to delay things. Since we haven't fulfilled our duties yet, we decided to stay in Lisa until Lady Shiraji is ready to come with us.
Everyone's scared.
We apologize. It was not our intention to stay here so long. We promise our presence here will not impact ordinary people's lives. We can only hope that the leaders of the Shiraji clan will start to cooperate with us. If this stalemate continues, who knows? So Kujo might give us orders to be less accommodating.
And now the Congress Commission probably knows how important she is. What about the commission?
Let's go. Let's see what she thinks.
Goodness, I'm just sure you've heard about everything that's been going on up there. What on earth is happening? Don't worry, we can explain everything. So, what happened, Ray?
Well, someone might be eavesdropping. Make sure that no one was eavesdropping before explaining the situation
After the
to
Penny
Sato.
arrived, and suddenly we came along. We had to speak to the discussion, and went allowing to have any direct contact with the Penrio Commission. I never would have thought that you was for Tommy Tucker's club. Now it all makes sense.
When you last met.
I'm sorry. I haven't. Maybe there's no right or wrong decision. Maybe everything would be easier if I simply didn't have the choice. I used to tell myself things like this to avoid having to think about it. Instead, I felt a great sense of regret.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
I keep thinking back to what Sir Thomas Walker said. You is supposed to be my bright and beautiful future. But what if it's not?
That's exactly what he's worried about.
I can happily accept that if someone was trying to take advantage of my marriage, I should absolutely refuse to console him. That's not the answer I'm looking for. And also, now that things have escalated to this point, it will be tricky to resolve.
Ah, Lady Horizon, here you are. You scared me for a second. I thought you'd gone missing. You're the one who were with the Yashiro Commissioner that day. What do you think you're doing here? Are you trying to convince Lady Hiroji to leave?
How then? They're my friends. They're just here to visit me.
Friends? Are you sure? Just friends? Lady Hiroji, I told you already. These are exceptional circumstances. You need to be more vigilant in everything you do. You are extremely important to us, and to the entire Council Commission. Who's to say they don't have a hidden agenda?
If you want to accuse us of trying to abduct me, that's not what you say.
Yeah, I think far less dignified than when we last met.
Don't be rude. You can very highly strung them. They see everything as a threat.
You won't even follow Lady Hiragi's orders now.
Listen to me. I know all the ins and outs of everything that's happened so far. Her arrival might well be your very last chance to fix it. The present state of affairs in Genshin shows me that the situation has escalated well past the point where you could hope to control it. If this does not continue any longer, we will have nothing to gain and much to lose. This is not an order. All I need you to do is give me an explanation and take responsibility for the situation.
Understood, my lady. I shall discuss with the others right away.
Damn.
You handled that well.
Wow.
But I thought if Susan was so critical that I should at least give it a try. Since it worked remarkably well.
That's what I call a voice of authority.
Yes, well, let's wait and see what happens. I hope they provide a satisfactory response.
A while later,
We
So
have
it came
serious discussion. In all honesty, no one can handle the weight of the situation here. Everyone is beside themselves with worry. It will drive us mad if it continues any longer. I'm so sorry. My actions were radical and duplicitous. I was so quick to ignore the greater good. And then I left the situation to fester. Would you please give us a second chance? For my lady's sake, please give the Congress Commission another chance.
no use calling me.
I suppose you're right. The only person who can change the Criminal Commission's mind will be the Yashiro Commissioner. We'll head off to the Comstock with this program. In the future, to help us with utmost sincerity, Lady Hiraki. Might I ask you to join us? You are the most important person. Without you, we have no other way.
Go see Ayato. But yeah. I'm doing this in the
By
meantime,
the
bro.
way, aren't you a good friend of the Yashiro Commissioner? Please put in some good words for me.
So, there he is, Ayato.
Yashiro Commissioner, I'm sure you've heard the news. The Kinryo Commission has now occupied Heizou, refusing to leave until we hand Lady Hiragi over to them. I realize that greatly offended you to my atrocious actions, and I realize also that this must sound like the very height of absurdity. But please, have mercy, good sir.
I'm sorry, Mr. Monster. I'm exceptionally busy and have but a moment to spare before my next engagement. I fear this leaves no time for small talk. So, please, if you would be so kind, get straight to the point.
I know our apology means nothing to you, but we really have nothing else left to offer by this point. I'm terribly sorry. Everyone in the entire Convict Commission now realizes the gravity of this situation. Lady Hiragi is indispensable to us. We promise to always support her. So, would it be at all possible for you to talk to Sir Kuja once more? On our behalf?
You make it sound so easy. The Tri Commission will be ridiculed by the public if we choose to withdraw the notices now and eat our words. What do you plan to do about this? True space for the Tri Commission is to bring shame to Her Excellency. Are you and your associates ready to face the thunderous wrath of the almighty Shogun?
We take full responsibility. We'll publish a new notice and hold a conference to explain the situation. We will make sure that the public knows this was all a huge misunderstanding. We'll do everything we can to minimize the impact. Everything we can.
Dr. Muffler, you should have known it would come to this. Whatever were you thinking? But the Tri Commission must always put the interests of Inazuma first, regardless of what Sir Kujo and I may feel at this present moment. If the situation in Heizou is left to fester any further, things may get out of control. And Lady Hiragi and the inhabitants of Heizou are injured. If we fail to contain the situation promptly, the rumor mill will wreak havoc on the Tri Commission's reputation. Try keeping a pet bird. You'll see what I mean. Songbirds who know how to hold a tune can be very pleasant to listen to, but they can also become irritating if they don't know when to stop. And as for the ones with excessively long tongues, well, they're so insufferable that they can't be kept attached at all. But it doesn't take a moment to cut out their tongues and silence them for good.
Yes, I understand.
I've listened to your concerns, and I'll talk to Sir Kuja for you. But I can't guarantee you that he will change his mind.
I understand. Thank you for your Commissioner.
All right, you ought to return now. I'm sure you have a sizable mess to deal with back in Convocation.
Okay, then please excuse me. Thank you once again, Commissioner.
Yes, Lady Hiragi, I have something to tell you. Would you mind?
Huh? Oh, well, of course.
Alright.
I couldn't stop her. You became a completely different person just now. It's not so intense.
Unruly servants like him need to be severely reprimanded. At the commission, the almighty Shogun trusts me to do her will. I did as I should. But now, I'd like to take off my commissioner hat and share a personal story with you.
Oh, please. I'd love to hear it.
You must have heard that the Kamisaka clan once went through an extremely difficult period. My father worked incredibly hard to compensate for the great errors made by the Kamisaka clan long ago and restore our reputation. The work took a toll on his health and ultimately led to his untimely demise.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, alarm clock.
severely. She passed soon after. The sudden turn of events dealt a heavy blow to the Arsenal Commission. Behind the scenes, things became very unstable. Everyone thought that the Kamisato clan had lost power. That made my sister and me nothing but burdens, hindering the ambitions of others. It may sound preposterous now. I assure you that is the truth of what the Arsenal Commission has been through.
Oh, pretty similar to how the Commercial Commission is now.
Back then, I had no choice but to accept the position I was in. While I desperately looked around for powerful supporters, I endured smear campaigns and attempts to exploit me. I had no other choice. I had to honor my parents' dying wishes, and I also had a young sister to take care of. I didn't mind what became of me, but my family. No one can ever be allowed to trample over my precious family. Fortunately, I persisted, and the Kamisato clan was able to survive the storm.
I think I now know where my sense of loss and confusion was coming from. Hinata once told me that he saw what was in me in a way that no one else did. That's why he couldn't bear to see me live the rest of my life depending on someone else. I thought the reason I felt unsettled was because of uncertainty over getting married. But the fact is, it's because I felt too young and inexperienced to handle the situation instantly.
The reason why Sir Kujo was able to face the prospect of marriage so confidently is because he prepared for anything.
That's it. The situation I'm facing now is the same one he faced back then. When his clan was in Texas, he bravely drew his blade and challenged the almighty Shogun. And now, it is time for me to make a stand and become my own person.
Well said. I'm sure once you have grown and gained confidence, your father will be able to let go and allow you to decide how you want to live the rest of your life. It might not sound exciting, but this kind of personal growth is a necessary step in the pursuit of true happiness.
And I'm sure I can get there. I think this as an opportunity to take over the responsibilities of the Hiragi clan. I'll think about marriage again after everything is more settled. This puts less pressure on Hamilton, and means I can support and protect myself without having to worry about becoming a burden or dependent on someone.
Okay.
My best wishes to both of you were and remain heartfelt. When the time comes for the wedding to go ahead, I will come to congratulate you once more.
Thank you, Sir Kamisato. I am grateful for everything you have shared with me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a lot to deal with back home.
Take care, Lady Hiragi. I'm confident that on your return, you will find your Kanto Commission associates most receptive to your instructions.
Yes, in fact, my recent experience is just the same. Thank you once again.
Alright. Had a lot in common with Kamaji.
Everyone thought there was nowhere else until you pulled that super slick jersey out of nowhere.
In fact, counter-checking is a perfectly common maneuver in the game of chess. Our rival this time was easy to deal with. He was smart, but short-sighted, and sloppy in his execution. This outcome is entirely within my expectations.
Even so, I don't think you ever come up with a plan that clever in our whole lifetime. Anyway, it's kind of a relief to see that Chisato has decided to stick with Hiragi clan straight.
I agree. Stability in Inazuma benefits me as well. I wasn't about to pass up an opportunity to make less trouble for myself.
Speaking of your stance. My stance.
Well, the fact is that I am first and foremost the Yasuo Commissioner. Perhaps for Master Mothra, power is his life's pursuit. But for me, nothing matters more than the stability of Inazuma. A stable nation is a prerequisite for a stable Yasuo Commission. Only then can the Kamisato clan and the other Yasuo Commission clans have a peaceful existence. But human desire will always be a factor in the equation. is not the first situation of the kind, nor will it be the last. All
Right.
I have tried to do is make sure the three parties to the Tri-Commission serve to restrain each other. Stasis is not the only form of stability. A balance of power leaving no room for maneuver achieves the same end.
Power.
Another positive outcome is that everyone recognizes how important Lady Hiragi is now. I think I did her a sizable favor in that regard. Dealing with the Hiragi clan will be much easier for her than navigating a new and unfamiliar one.
Oh, man, it seems like right over the sky. Wait a second. You were trying to stop the lady from the very beginning, were you?
I thought straight away it was bad timing. Nevertheless, everything I said to Hiragi Chisaka was entirely sincere. If you choose to give up your stance on something like this, you'll be having to compromise for the rest of your life.
Wow.
I didn't want to see her suffer because she didn't realize what she was getting into. Now, she has the chance to become her own person. Let's see who she becomes.
Okay, Daddy. Let's go after this.
See you next
All
time.
right. Farewell, and profuse thanks to you both. I shall have to host you at the Kamisato estate when my sister is next available. Looks like everything's resolved. Practically done. Everything is... Well, except for one small detail. I somehow ended up with a glass of very peculiar detail. Didn't you like it? I distinctly remember you saying you are quite partial to exotic flavors. Oh! My lord. The Traveler had one of those as well. I'm sure she made a great impression on you. The Traveler did indeed play a critical role in this case. I'm sure both families would have been more guarded against me had she and her companion not been present. It wouldn't have been so easy to get to the heart of the matter. There you go again, my lord. Placing the focus on other people while discreetly performing your job to protect them. Naturally. Ah, yes. Now that we're both free, let's finish off that game of chess we started a few days ago.
Alright. Pretty nice ending to... It's a pretty happy ending to Chisato. So yeah. Wait, before we continue on with Heizou's shit, let's do this.
Ad Astra Adesso. Thank you for completing today's commission. Here is your reward.
Oh, we got 7 currently, so yeah. Alright. Let's go. I know this is gonna...
Who are you?
Motherfucker, I'm the Traveler.
Hello, Todoroki. I'm Superman in Heizou, special detective of the Tenryou Commission. I believe you've been manipulating large-scale illegal trades for some time now. Mind if we talk about that for a bit? Can't just go around doing such nonsense, young man. And what if I'm not talking nonsense? Ridiculous. I don't have time to listen to this. Get out of here, you little brat. I know I'm on the younger side compared to you, Todoroki. So I'm sure you must have heard the old saying. Off the scale, some goods only weigh a couple pounds, but on the scale, they weigh more than 1,000. So the question is, do you want to put your goods on the scale or not? What are you trying to say? Well, nothing. All I want to hear is you person confirming what we already know to be the truth.
Wow.
Damn! Masashi! Kokura! Arrest these people! Huh? Todoroki? What's wrong? Who dares to cause trouble if Sango no Mi is trying? Huh? Nothing? What are you doing? These crooks are trying to pry into the secrets of Watatsumi. We mustn't let them go. But, no. There must be some kind of misunderstanding. Todoroki, this is the captain of Sword Kids too. One of us. Oh! It doesn't matter who they are. Remember what General Goro told you? The long-term goal of Watatsumi is to revive its trade and commerce. And since you have been assigned to work with me, it's my orders that count around here. I don't care if they were your captain. Would you dare disobey orders? What do we do? Well, what are you waiting for? All right. See how it is. You two won't do it. I will.
I really hoped it wouldn't come to me. But, here we go.
Wait! Everyone, stand still!
General Goro!
You're here.
My apologies. Traveler, Detective Heizou. I wasn't telling you the truth. Todoroki, the Traveler here is the hero who saved Watatsumi Island. Without her, Watatsumi Island would never have found the peace it has today. We mustn't raise our weapons against her.
How could you be so naive, General Goro? Let them go free, then who's to say the Shogunate won't come after us tomorrow? If the Shogunate decides to investigate, we won't be able to hide the truth.
I wouldn't allow them to take you, Todoroki.
Let's not kid ourselves. Going to jail can solve the problem. I would go and turn myself into the Tenryou Commission right now. The question is, what are we going to do with the goods? Will you be able to take them? Not to mention the chance of astronomical crimes. Can you afford that? Goro, we both know that Watatsumi Island is a barren land. Like 100 radishes here, and maybe only 3 would grow. And those 3 combined would still be smaller than just 1 carrot imported from elsewhere. We can't grow food or medicinal herbs here, and if we buy them from Rigo, we pay exorbitant taxes. My eldest son died fighting on the battlefield. But do you know how my second son died? He died because there was no medicine to treat him. You awarded both of them medals of honor. But did that save their lives? Can medals heal Tokuda and Masashi's wounds? No. It was the medicine that I got that saved their lives. If we detain them today, the Shogunate will never know what we've done. Besides, we're only a few months away now. We will set them free once the new bill is passed in just a few months, and everything will be okay. None of what happened here will be mentioned again, and life on Watatsumi Island will continue to improve.
I understand, Todoroki, but they won't.
I can trust the Traveler won't, but the detective here is a Tenryou Commission officer. Forget it. You're the general, and with them, Rat Armor.
Wait, what is the bill you just mentioned?
It's a new commodity tax bill currently being drafted by the Congress Commission. The bill exempts taxes on goods that are in short supply on Watatsumi Island. Once the bill is introduced, we'll be able to buy commodities that we need from regular marketplaces. Oh, thank you. I'm alive. I wish I had known sooner. In that case, how about we put your fees at ease and I'll stick around here a little longer. You know, until the bill is introduced. Detective Heizou, are you saying that
You mean you're willing to stay here, young man?
come on, you two, what's with the strange look? You've been keeping me under close surveillance, haven't you? Clearly you must have noticed that aside from being a detective, I'm also an ordinary tourist who likes to enjoy good scenery. I believe that after the new commodity bill is passed, there will be more and more crossings of previously signed, and more people will be coming to visit Watatsumi Island. I have to take the opportunity now and enjoy this place while I still have it all to myself. Before long, tourists will start pouring in. Thank you, Detective Heizou. On behalf of the people of Watatsumi, my pleasure. But one good turn deserves another, does it not? Oh, you mean there's something you wish to request? I suppose you could stay on from the Shogunate, but the traveler next to me isn't. As far as I know, he is planning to visit other new cities soon.
and it is unclear if she will return to Narukami Island or not. Therefore, there's no need to limit her freedom, right?
Well,
I'm sure no one else will hear of what happened today. Am I right?
and it was put out.
Well, it's settled then. She will always be an important partnership on the team, and I would never dream of limiting her freedom. So please, don't worry, Professor Heizou. I'll want to do that. But if I ever find out you've lied to me again, there's a chance I'll lose my cool. I'm sorry for not telling you the truth earlier. It's a serious matter, and I didn't want outside parties to become involved. But today, I realized my poor judgment. How could I possibly hide anything from Detective Heizou and the Traveler? I'm glad you understand now. But, in all honesty, I'm the one who said the news. It's because of you that I was finally able to reach an answer. After all, nothing makes a detective happier than putting a case to rest. Ah, I understand now. You really are an interesting person, Detective Heizou. No, I'm afraid you don't quite get what I mean. Oh, I'm sorry?
Wait, wait! I don't get you, Frank. It's the answer to your question, right? The one about the feeling you sense coming from Goro and the others. Now you figured it out.
What? The thing you sense coming from me? But I always had that type of hygiene.
No, not like that.
Hey, travelers. Can I talk to you for a moment? Besides, I haven't had a chance to thank you.
Oh, your goodness, it's all fun right now. What's the news?
I get it. But shit. I said, but shit. Gotta finish one of his routes before I end the stream, so yeah.
Hey, there you are. Come here, look. Beautiful. It's remarkable how such a barren land can give rise to such wonderful and stunning scenery. To be honest, I am grateful to you for this gift. Before you arrived, I was running around like a headless chicken. Even if I happened to find out what was going on here, I wouldn't have been able to uncover any concrete information without you present. I was sorry that I promised I'd accompany you back.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you really decided to keep the whole thing a secret?
Yeah, it's all in the past now. Let's just chalk it up as an intriguing experience I had on my trip here. Besides, that's not what I wanted to investigate anyway.
Now you have the answer to what you were searching for.
Yes, everyone you led me to and everything they said brought me closer to the answer. And where the soil is poor and many crops do not grow, because it's lacking of something. But what the inhabitants of this land do have is bravery. They were courageous enough to stand up and resist the gods and accomplish what they knew could not be done. This was yet another instance in which that certain thing shines, that missing element. That certain thing is what I sensed present in Goro, Todoroki, Tokudo, and Masashi, the kids. The true vitality of this land. I guess I was mistaken when I declared that something was missing. That something from this island had evaporated into thin air. Because even something that evaporates isn't air. It's still there, just in a different state of being. When water is heated by fire, it evaporates and eventually finds its place in the sky. Similarly, when the land is falling, its vitality evaporates and eventually finds its place among the inhabitants. This is the final answer I've been searching for. Anyway, thanks again. You know, even though we just met, I wish you could be my partner all the time. Don't miss radio, you know. But, of course, I know that's impossible. You have your own journey to complete. So I'll just keep doing what I can. Hopefully keeping my memories from evaporating. They can drown in my mind. That way, I'll always be able to remember these beautiful things. The beauty of the island. The people who are full of life and vitality. And you can. Who are by my side.
Alright. Memories cannot evaporate. Journey will end, but memories will remain. Yup. Damn, it took long to do one route, bruh. Of this, of Heizou's shit, but luckily he only has 5 endings, luckily. Wow, so that's crazy how that one route we took up there was actually a straight route, bro. So I guess if we choose the other option, we could go. Okay, so that's it for this episode, guys. I know it's only one route in general, but we'll try to do the other routes next episode. So I'll see you guys next time. Barbie Nation TV sign off.